Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Salma Alisha Sahdiya with NPM 234120046 from Accounting Class 23A, Cost Accounting course. Here I will explain the material on the cost of goods ordered. Definition. Cost of goods order is a production costing method used to calculate the total costs incurred in completing one particular order or project, where each order is treated as a separate and unique unit. This method aims to accurately determine how much it costs to produce products according to customer demand, assist the company in setting the right selling price, control production costs, and evaluate the efficiency and profitability of each order individually. Order cost characteristics. 1. The nature of production is intermittent depending on the orders received. 2. The shape of the product depends on the specifications of the customer. 3. Production costs are collected on order cost cards, which contain details for each order. 4. The total production cost is calculated after the order is completed. 5. The production cost per unit is calculated by dividing the total production cost by the total units ordered. 6. Cost accumulation generally uses normal costing. 7. The finished product is delivered directly to the customer. Determination conditions. Cost of order. A. Each order must be separable and calculated individually. B. Production costs are divided into two groups, namely direct production costs as well as indirect production costs. C. Direct costs are charged directly to the order, while indirect costs use a predetermined rate. D. The cost of each order is determined when it is completed. E. The cost of goods per unit of product is calculated by dividing the total production cost of the order by the number of products in the order. Elements of cost of goods order. A. Direct raw material costs, BB. The cost of raw materials used directly in the production process for an order. B. Direct labor costs, TKL. The cost of labor directly involved in the production of ordered goods. C. Factory overhead costs, BOP. Indirect costs related to the production process, such as electricity, machine depreciation, supervisor salary, production supplies. How to calculate cost of goods order. 1. Determine the order and its specifications. 2. Collect all production costs related to the order. 3. Calculate the total production cost for the order. 4. Divide the total production cost by the number of units ordered. Cost of goods order formula. Cost of goods order equals direct raw material costs plus direct labor costs plus factory overhead costs. Example question. PT ANSA received a special order to produce 1,200 units of product A. The following is a breakdown of its production costs. The following is the breakdown of costs incurred for the order. Direct raw materials, 9 million Indonesian rupiah. Direct labor, 4,500,000 Indonesian rupiah. Factory overhead costs, BOP, are calculated at 60% of direct raw material costs. Question. Calculate the total cost of goods ordered for product A and the cost per unit. Answer. Unknown. Number of units, 1,200 units. Direct raw materials, 9 million Indonesian rupiah. Direct labor cost, 4,500,000 Indonesian rupiah. Factory overhead costs. BOP equals 60% times direct labor. 60% times 4,500,000 Indonesian rupiah equals 2,700,000 Indonesian rupiah. Calculating the total cost of an order. Total cost of goods ordered equals direct raw materials plus direct labor cost plus factory overhead costs. Total ordering cost equals 9 million Indonesian rupiah plus 4,500,000 Indonesian rupiah plus 2,700,000 Indonesian rupiah equals 16,200,000 Indonesian rupiah. Calculating cost of goods per unit. Cost of goods per unit equals total cost of goods ordered, number of units. Cost of goods per unit equals 16,200,000 Indonesian rupiah, 1,200 equals 13,500 Indonesian rupiah per unit. The total cost of goods ordered for 1,200 units of product A is 16,200,000 Indonesian rupiah, while the cost of goods per unit is 13,500 Indonesian rupiah. That's all I can say about the material on the cost of goods order. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.